returning officer at the City Council election for the St George West Ward held on the 5th of May 2011, who hereby give notice that the number of votes recorded for each candidate is as follows. Peter Hammond, the Labour and Cooperative Party candidate, 1,346. Genevieve Lively, Green Party, 229. Bernie Lyons, Trade Unionists and Socialist Against Cuts, 78. Tony Potter, Liberal Democrat Focus Team, 936. Ellie Tranter, English Democrats, 181. Sylvia Windows, the Conservative Party candidate, 432. And I do hereby declare that the said Peter Warren Hammond is duly elected councillor for the said ward.
First of all, can I extend my thanks to the returning officer for his staff, both in the process of the election today, but also the efficient way in which the count was conducted, even though, like many people, perhaps I felt that it went on a little bit long in terms of time. What I do want to say is very important to me, is that people involved in politics are often accused of being, shall we say, less favourably regarded than the old enemy of estate agents. That is unfortunate, but part of the problem has always been that it's the activities of politicians that cause the damage to their reputations. And I think that the result here in St George West and some of the other results across Bristol demonstrate that once again the people, the electorate, can be trusted to see through some of the shameful examples of lies, misrepresentations, personal attacks, that destroy the reputation of genuine people of whatever political persuasion that seek to represent people across Bristol and in this country. I would like to thank my Conservative opponent. I'd like to thank my Trade Union and Socialist Against the Cuts opponent. I'd like to thank my Green opponent, and I'd like to thank my English Democrat opponent for the way in which they've conducted this campaign, which has been, despite differences in political philosophy, they have conducted this campaign in a manner that I think is befitting to the best traditions of political activity. Like Councillor Jethwa, I regret to say that I cannot say the same about the Liberal Democrat candidate. And I think that tonight's result in St George West demonstrates quite clearly that the people of Bristol have begun to see through the cruel facade of the way in which some people in this city have sought to represent the political process. And on that basis, I'm glad to represent the people of St George West. And finally, what I will say is I'm very glad on a personal note that I am now the occupant of the seat once occupied by the late John Deasy, who was a personal friend of mine, highly regarded by the electorate in St George West, and if nothing else, it will be my objective to make sure that I live up to the standards that he set as a local councillor.